Have you ever played a game which has been so compelling you've completely lost yourself in it? Well, if you have, it means that someone has done a great job designing the right story for the right technology to immerse yourself in. And that means, in theory at least, no topic is off limits, even those not traditionally considered thrilling. David Reed has been to the European Centre for Nuclear Research, CERN, where groups of scientists and creatives have been working out how to tell compelling stories about science.
How do you tell a story about particle physics?
In exploration, there needs to
The science is hard to grasp and complicated to explain.
is hinging on a single event.
And yet Particle Fever, a documentary about the discovery at CERN, Switzerland, of the Higgs boson, or God particle,
Two things, and you smash them together.
is captivating audiences and critics.
Understand that stuff.
I did not think I was making a film about the discovery of the Higgs. I thought I was making a film about scientists and their passion and what the process is. I think you need to focus on something that has dramatic elements and has good characters.
Making scientific stories accessible is exactly what the Tribeca Film Institute is trying to do at this hackathon called Story Matter. It's their own CERN experiment, a sort of creative particle accelerator with scientists, artists, technologists, filmmakers colliding with one another in a confined space. The mix has been put over heat. They have just 5 days to make a compelling story about science.
I think if they have a core interest of storytelling in general, and then you put them around the table for 5 days, extraordinary things will happen. And because it's so novel, you will automatically attract audiences.
This is how apps and games are made. The teams wrestle with technical issues and tough subject matter. One team's telling a story about viral infection, another about dark matter. Teams at the Tribeca Hackathon, well, they're producing stories for interactive technology. So each story has a beginning and a middle, but because it's interactive, it has an infinite number of possible endings. How you interact is important then. Some are experimenting with remote sensing to move their stories along. Another team has story chapters triggered by people huddling together. It's a new take on social gaming. After 5 days of late nights, the teams take to the stage to show their creations. This is what dark matter looks like.
When a person signs on to Vector, their Twitter profile is analyzed.
And Vector, an exploration into microbes and vaccines, well, it's bound to go viral, isn't it? Just shows what you can get when you mix digital storytellers and scientists together and bombard them with coffee in a creative particle accelerator.
David Reed, technically interesting. Anyway.